to my channel. So today I wanted to do a really nice and simple and cozy kind of video that is all about Christmas themed media. So books and films and TV shows that I know that I love to watch around this time of year and that maybe you can read or watch to bring a little festive joy into your heart. So let's just get started with books. So I have 4 Christmas books that I will be reading. The first one I don't have with me, but the first 2 are related because they are by the same author, Elaine Everest. And she is the author of one of my favourite series, which is the Woolworths Girls, and that book is the A Gift at Woolworths book. It is the 3rd or 4th book in her Woolworths series, and then this one is Christmas with the Tea Shop Girls, and this is the 2nd book in the Tea Shop series, which is newer. And I didn't like the first Tea Shop Girls book as much, I have to say, but this one was a lot better. I really enjoyed reading this. And the A Gift at Woolworths is just really nice, sweet, cozy, wholesome fun. So they're set during wartime, during the Second World War in England, and follow generally a group of friends that are just, you know, in some sort of service position, so whether they're working at Woolworths or a tea shop, and they're just kind of trying to get through all of the craziness of the war with, you know, some light-hearted shenanigans, and it's just really nice, cozy, simple, easy reading, doesn't require too much brain power, which is my favourite kind of book at the moment, and I really love them. Oh no, you're not gonna die on me. No. Okay, camera died, we're back in business. There we go. Trying to fit my shoes in and it's just not working, is it? Gonna do my ankles. Woo. Okay, so that is the Elaine Everest books. I would really recommend seeing them. If you want to have just a standalone book of hers to see if you like it, I would recommend the Butlins Girl, I think that's what it's called. It's the Butlins something, and that is her only standalone novel so far. So that one is really lovely, and I would definitely recommend reading that if you want to get just a little taste of her style of writing. But yes, Christmas with the Tea Shop Girls and A Gift at Woolworths are 2 of my favourite Christmas reads. Next we have the beautiful A Christmas to Remember by Anton du Beke, and can we just appreciate this cover because it is stunning. The gold and that on the back. It is so beautifully designed, and this is Anton du Beke's 3rd novel. The first one, where have we got the little list? There's usually a list. The first 2 books are One Enchanting Evening and Moonlight Over Mayfair, both of which I have. And I love this book. It is set in London in 1938 at a hotel called the Buckingham, and it follows all of the characters that you come to know and love from the first 2 novels as they prepare for the run-up to Christmas, and it's all about the inner mechanisms of a hotel at that time, so protecting the elite from scandal, the ballroom dancers with the grand ballroom. If you don't know, Anton du Beke is a professional ballroom dancer. If you watch Strictly Come Dancing, you'll be very familiar with our darling king of ballroom, and he's actually a really incredible and engaging author. I was not expecting, for some reason, the level of skill that he has in weaving together a really gripping story. So I would definitely recommend getting all of his books, but A Christmas to Remember is definitely a great festive choice. My last Christmas book is this one by Joanna Toy, and it is again the 4th in a series. This is called Christmas for the Shop Girls, and this follows a character called Lily Collins. Reminds me of the actress in World War II Britain. Do I have a theme? Maybe. As she works in a nice big department shop, and all of her friends and kind of the trials and tribulations that they go through. I just read the preceding book to this one in about 2 days, and I haven't started reading this one. I just got it yesterday, and I'm so excited because I already know I'm going to love it. The author, Joanna Toy, is again incredibly engaging author. She has a great writing style. None of these books are going to require too much brain power, but they're still very engaging, very complex, well written. The characters are well developed, and the settings are really immersive, and you can sit and get lost in them really easily, which I really love. So this is my last Christmas book. Now moving on to Christmas films. So my first recommendation is always a film called Ballet Shoes. I think this was released, I think this was like a made for BBC or made for ITV film that I'm pretty sure was released at Christmas in 2004 or 6 or around that sort of time. It features a very young Emma Watson, Yasmin Page, and a tiny baby Lucy Boynton, and it is one of my favourite films. I watch it all year round. It's complete and utter comfort food for me. I love watching it. It's really simple, light, fluffy, and beautiful to look at in that way that only period BBC programming is. So like, it's set in the 1930s, and yes, the historical accuracy in me is like, the hair isn't quite right and all of that kind of thing, but I don't care. Okay, it's just lovely to look at. It follows the adventures of 3 orphans who are all taken in and raised as sisters by an eccentric man who then kind of disappears off adventuring, and all of them in the household have to band together to kind of survive, and one of them wants to be an actress, one of them wants to be a ballet dancer, and one of them wants to be a pilot. And it's just really sweet, and it makes me smile, and it makes my heart all warm and soft when I watch it. So if you're looking for a really soft, wholesome film, I would check that one out for sure. It literally is not Christmas without Meet Me in St. Louis, and this is indisputable. This is not up for debate. That is a fact. So Meet Me in St. Louis is of course the classic 1944 MGM film, I want to say. It was MGM, starring the beautiful Judy Garland as Esther, and Esther is part, oh my god, what are they called? The Smiths. Of course they are, the Smiths. She is part of the Smith family, who are an a sort of upper middle class family in St. Louis in the early 1900s, and it follows them throughout their lives, their trials and tribulations of Esther's love life, you know, trying to be all grown up in that way that only 15-year-olds can be, and it's visually stunning in that way that only films of that time are. It's richly saturated colours, beautiful frothy costumes, not a hair out of place, everyone looks lovely. Judy especially looks stunning in that film because it is filmed by her soon to be at that point husband, Vincent Minnelli, and he just captures her in an incredible way. It also has the song Have Yourself a Merry Little Christmas, which, speaking of, I have actually covered on my IGTV. I will leave the link for my Instagram in the description. You can find me under the hashtag TheVintageSoprano, or I also have a Facebook page. But yes, Have Yourself a Merry Little Christmas was written for that film, and the original lyrics are very apt to this year. There's a couple of tear-jerking moments, but on the whole it's really light and fluffy and funny, and, you know, wholesome, clean, lovely, beautiful to look at. Nothing much really happens, which I quite like. I can't deal with a lot of drama right now, as I'm sure a lot of you are also feeling. So I am really happy to just sit and watch 2 hours of a beautiful musical with Judy Garland with massive like bumper bangs. So if you've never seen Meet Me in St. Louis, honestly, there's no better year than this one to watch it. Going to the Disney side of things, we have, of course, the second Beauty and the Beast film. Now, this isn't apparently a very well-known thing, sort of outside the people who have seen it, but I loved this film when I was younger. It is set in the time that Belle was held in the castle by the Beast, and she wants to have a lovely Christmas, and he's being a grumpy puss. It's really, really sweet. It's, you know, the Belle is slightly different than the Belle of the film, but it's really, really fun. It has a maniacal organ played by Tim Curry. It's a bit weird when you look back at it, but it's honestly such a romp. It's ever so much fun, and I absolutely adore it. So check out the Beauty and the Beast 2, I can't remember the full title, film for a good bit of animated Christmas Disney fun. Ooh. Some people consider Frozen to be a Christmas film. I disagree with them because it's set in July, but you know, if you are one of those people who likes to watch Frozen at Christmas, then you go and you watch Frozen at Christmas time. I'm not going to stop you, but that is all of the Christmas films that I can think of. Of course, you have your classics, Miracle on 34th Street, but specifically for me, the one with Richard Attenborough and Mara Wilson, not the one with Natalie Wood. I just really love the scene where the little deaf girl comes up and he starts signing to her. That just makes my heart flutter, and I think it's really sweet. Elf is really funny. It's the only Will Ferrell film that I like. It's just, you know, it's really sweet, it's really funny, it's really adorable, and I do quite like that. So that is all of my Christmas films. And now for Christmas Day programming. So since Matt Smith left, I've never been a fan of the Doctor Who Christmas specials as much, but I know that for some people they are a real staple. So the Doctor Who Christmas special, of course, the Strictly Come Dancing Christmas special, which I'm a bit heartbroken isn't happening this year, but they are having a 25 like best dances kind of special instead of like a competition, because obviously COVID and London. But yeah, so there will still be Strictly content around Christmas, which fills my little heart with joy because Strictly Come Dancing is one of my favourite things. I love it. I watch it. I went through it a few years when I was at university. I missed it, but I watched it every year around that. I love Strictly. It's brilliant. It just brings back a lot of happy nostalgia for me and a lot of happy memories. The Great British Bake Off Christmas special is a must watch. I love Great British Bake Off. It's just, again, it's just something really funny and silly. You can focus on something as trivial as baking for a few hours, or an hour or two. I don't know how long it is, but yeah. And it'll give you some ideas for Christmas goodies to bake. And I just love how much fun it is and all of the silly Christmas food that they get to make. So the Great British Bake Off Christmas special is of course a must watch for me. All of your favourite TV shows, I'm sure, will have a Christmas episode. I know NCIS has some Christmas episodes. I know that Call the Midwife obviously has Christmas episodes. Almost everything, Downton Abbey has Christmas episodes. Everyone has Christmas episodes. So if you're in need, just Google Christmas episode of blank TV show and there will be some good wholesome fun for your day. So that is all of my Christmas media recommendations. I really hope that you enjoyed them, and let me know what your favourite Christmas things are in the comments. My favourite Christmas songs at the moment are the Christmas song by Nat King Cole, It's Beginning to Look a Lot Like Christmas by Bing Crosby and the Fontaine Sisters, Sleigh Ride by Ella Fitzgerald, We Need a Little Christmas, Last Christmas but the Postmodern Jukebox version, which I've also covered on my IGTV, You're All I Want for Christmas by Caro Emerald. My favourite Christmas song of all time is Little Drummer Boy, Peace on Earth by David Bowie and Bing Crosby. That is my favourite Christmas song. So let me know your favourite Christmas media in the comments and let's share some feel-good festive fun. And I did just want to say, coming off the back of obviously the quite devastating news about Tier 4 the other day, I know that this Christmas is going to be different to almost any other Christmas we've had, and I know it's going to be incredibly hard for everyone, but some of us, you know, even more so than others. I just wanted to say that it is very natural to be struggling right now, but if you really feel like you're in trouble, reach out. Please talk to someone. I will leave a few helplines in the description of this video if you feel like you really urgently do need to talk to someone. You are never alone, no matter how much it can feel like it, and there are people that will care about you. And Christmas is a time for goodwill and peace and camaraderie and love and positivity and sparkles and happiness, just happiness. And I hope that you can find some of that this year in whatever you choose to do. So that is my Christmas message for you all. Please have courage and be kind, and remember that all of your dreams can and will come true. And if you want more of me, you can follow me on my Instagram, which is @averyvintagedarling. I will leave all of the links to that in the description, as I've said, and you can check out some of my other Christmas content. I've released quite a lot this year, and I have one more Christmas video coming, which is a fashion video that I'm really excited for because I worked really hard on it. So I hope that you enjoy that, and I will see you in my next video. Au revoir! Bye! If anyone knows where I can find more of these collective, like, overalls, please let me know, because they're my favourites. Clear.